Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It was just another sunny day in Los Angeles and everything seemed perfectly normal in the Cliff house that Steffi and Finn called home. Kelly had been laughing in the backyard that morning, playing with her toys, with her face lit up by the kind of pure childhood joy that made Finn's heart swell. However, by the afternoon that joy had given way to anxiety. He was burning up with a fever. Her breathing had become labored and her normally energetic frame seemed fragile and limp. In Finn's arms as he rushed her to the hospital, Steffi, visibly shaken and on the brink of hysteria, held on to Kelly's tiny hand and kept whispering words of comfort while Finn, though internally panicking, kept a composed exterior, reassuring them both. Symptoms weren't making sense. There was no cough, no stomach issues, no rash, just a fever, dizziness and sudden fatigue. Finn ordered a battery of tests, immediately relying on his years of medical training to solve the mystery behind Kelly's condition. The situation demanded clarity, but instead it opened a Pandora's box of secrets that had been buried for years. Secrets that even Steffi had hoped would remain hidden forever. As the results came back, Finn furrowed his brows at Kelly's blood panel. Something wasn't right. Kelly's supposed father, Liam Spencer, had a well-documented genetic profile that had been noted in her original pediatric history. So he reviewed the genetic markers and compared them to what he had on file. But something didn't align. The key genetic marker was missing, one that should have been inherited from Liam, but wasn't present at all. Finn initially believed there had been a mix-up in the lab. That would have been the most logical explanation. Finn, meticulous and deeply protective of his stepdaughter, ordered a retest. Then third. Each time the results were the same. The DNA didn't match. Kelly couldn't be Liam's biological daughter. The shock hit Finn like a wave crashing onto jagged rocks. It was more than just science. It was the implication. The years of tension of awkward paternity discussions that had once been buried during the early stages of Kelly's life came flooding back. Steffi, had he lied to everyone? Had she always believed that Liam was the father? Or was she aware of the truth but kept it to herself and no one else? Steffi stood frozen in the hospital hallway as Finn approached her with a pale face and a trembling chart in hand. He quietly glancing down at Kelly's room and saying, "We need to talk. It's about her paternity and her genetics." Steffi's face lost its color right away. He tried to form a sentence, but only a broken "What do you mean?" escaped her lips. The chart was placed on the table after Finn shut the door to the on-call room, which was empty. Liam's genetic markers do not match Kelly's blood work. Not just one, several. I checked 3 times. Steffi, Kelly can't be his daughter. Biologically, it's impossible. Steffi stumbled backward and grabbed the edge of the counter for support as she remembered a single hazy night that she had buried in her conscience. The night in which someone other than Liam was involved. Someone who had disappeared from her life as quickly as he had entered it. Could it be? Could she have been wrong all these years? I need a minute, she stammered, pacing the room, her thoughts spiraling. Remembered the time she and Bill Spencer, Liam's own father, had a brief, reckless moment together during one of her and Liam's many turbulent breakups. She had always assumed the timing didn't line up, that Liam was the father, that it was confirmed by the paternity test. But had she been mistaken? Had the results been altered? Could the original test have been tampered with, or was it never done correctly in the first place? She whispered, her voice cracking. It was supposed to be Liam. I assumed it was Liam. Astonished, Finn's face went blank. Are you saying you don't know who her real father is? Steffi didn't. Her silence was answer enough. Finn felt like the floor had dropped beneath him. The trust, the family dynamic, the love they had built, it was all hanging by a thread. He wanted to be angry, but he couldn't be. Not yet. Not when Kelly was still lying in a hospital. But, look, I don't care about the past. Right now, he said finally, his voice firm. I care about Kelly's future, her health. If we don't know her father's identity, we don't know her full medical history. That could be the key to figuring out what's making her sick. Steffi, you need to tell me everything, even if it hurts. Tears welled in Steffi's eyes. I think it could be Bill, she whispered. There was one night. A stupid, painful mistake. I was weak. Because Liam and I had broken up. He was there. I never told anyone. I buried it.